Okay, we're live here at the Drum House, and we're interviewing the legendary Larry Chrisner.
What?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
we're live,
Oh, okay.
almost,
Hmm.
at the Drum House.
And
We're interviewing Larry. Who?
Okay.
Larry. Okay. And when did you start?
And what was the question, sir?
Yeah. When did you? What made you decide to come to Oklahoma?
Ed Dunn.
Okay.
It was back in 1903, and I was looking at artwork at my now my wife's house, and it was in Lawrenceville, and I was like, man, nice bronze sculpture, and she goes, oh, I'd never sell that. My uncle made that. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. At what age did you start playing the guitar?
4th grade. Whatever age that is.
Is there an age there?
I don't really ever pay much attention to ages.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's like you're born and then you leave Earth and then there's your age. Okay?
So it's new age.
Sure.
Yeah. We're live here at the Drum House, and we're interviewing Larry Chrisner over
And
I heard you
Chuck
lived
is
in
the interviewer.
and I'm the interviewer, and he's the interviewee.
E. Yeah.
And
yeah,
I heard that you have some history back in Jersey. Could you tell me a little bit about that? So, everybody.
Well, it depends on what kind of history you're talking about. There's a lot of history there that would take.
Tell us about
days.
the time in Donner Pass.
Donner Pass? Man, how did you know about that? We were cruising up Donner Pass. We were on the road. We were touring with. It was either Mark or it was that dude from Concord. Played really good guitar, and he was young too. I forget his name. I know Anthony was there. Anthony was his buddy, and I forget his name. He's a really good guitar player. Anyway, they were playing 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s songs all the way up the line, and then we were kind of touring down there. We did California, went off to Nevada somewhere, and ended up in Elko, Nevada. Anyway, on the way back, it was snowing out big time, like blizzard conditions, you know. It was like, oh shit, man, we're gonna make it in the van. All the equipment's back in there, and there's like one gas station in Donner's Pass. You know what I mean? You ever been through there? There's like one gas station there. It's like a gas station. You're looking. You're like, where'd this thing come from? You know. So you're going way up the hill, and I'm going, just barely making it. And finally, it's a gas station, man. Let's just pull in there and let this blow away. Yeah. 2 days later, where everybody's in that gas station, man. They were all snowed in. That's a freaking steep hill, dude. That's huge. So we just stayed there for a couple of days. We didn't miss any other gigs or anything.
So how long have you lived in Oklahoma?
20 years. Since 1998.
Yeah. What makes you forget somebody's name?
What?
You have to make room for somebody else's
Name?
in your
Yeah,
mind.
okay,
When you
there's just
forget
too many
one,
people.
you can get another one.
Too many people. You know what I mean? If you know people all over the country, you're like, hey, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
I mean, if you...
You're you.
Yeah, if you hang around with somebody all the time, you see them every day, and you're doing shit with them, after about the 3rd or 4th day, you start to get to know their name, you know? It's like because you're working with them, or you're playing with them, or you're doing something, you know?
I hear every now and then people talk that you get into a rage.
Absolutely.
Is it normal? Is rage normal for everybody?
Humans? Yeah, all humans get raged out. And some people just put it on the shelf quietly, and they eat them up inside, and they don't express it. And hit a pillow or scream real loud or whatever, you know. We do shit like, son of a bitch, and you throw the thing across the room, but making sure that you're not going to hit anybody or damage anybody. We're all humans.
I know you played lots of great venues and stuff. You even played at Madison Park once.
Oh gee, yeah, that was.
Have you ever
I was on top of the world there.
Have you ever played at the Greenhouse?
Actually, I did like the the stage that Mike had there. The Gone Fishing stage was probably one of my favorite stages in the world.
It was a good stage.
The world. I haven't even been out of freaking.
Had some good.
Been to Mexico. Yeah.
Good photo shoots there
in the country.
But I forget where we was going with this. But have you ever played in the greenhouse?
Greenhouse, yeah, I played there once. Yeah, it was kind of green there. There's a lot of green activity going on there.
Well, we're going green, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
you got to go green.
I worked with my brother in the green world, so I was quite,
so
comfortable there. You know, it was like I was already in the green.
So you're a member of ASCAP and CSAC and BMI.
Yeah, sure. ASCAP and BMI. That's all I knew.
Aren't they a bunch of crooks?
No, actually, they started to get musicians paid. That's how they started. It's a nonprofit organization to get actually musicians paid, because people would just go out and they would do their songs on the radio, and then somebody else that was already big and making money on the radio, which was also brand new, they're getting paid, and they just stole that guy's song. So there was no copyright. There was none of that existed. So when BMI and ASCAP stepped in, they started actually paying musicians for radio time and airplay, and there was copyright infringement things going on then. And like the old black guys who used to play some great blues, I mean, people they weren't like out there touring or anything. They weren't playing radio stations across the world.
So I've noticed through the years and research on your videos and stuff that you seem to really enjoy the blues. Is there something about the blues that intrigues you more than
like the blues players are like, once you've been there, seen it, done it, then you're a true, you just came back around into that cycle of, and you're playing blues. Like, yeah, we're human. We do a bunch of stuff on Earth, then we leave.
It's
so how do you deal with that other than,
you got to play the blues.
You're just feeling what you're going through.
Even though, I play now. And have you ever played Chuck Mantooth?
Chuck Mantooth, yeah, I played with him in the Green Building.
You mean the greenhouse?
Yeah, it was yes.
The gig.
I forget my words sometimes.
The greenhouse gig, yeah. The garden. Sometimes they call it the garden.
The garden, yeah.
Well,
he does kind of a bluesy, folk, small town kind of feel music, and then it starts driving really hard if there's like a rhythm, like drums, bass, keyboard, or something, saxophone, something that that enhances the whole feel.
I heard he was a good storyteller or something.
Yeah, good story. Yeah, it's a really good storytellers, and he's got hundreds of songs. And they're easy to play because they're all G, C, and D, and sometimes there's an A in there. One time I was playing with him, and he threw this freaking B. There's a B minor or a B, and I was like, I was taken. I was shocked. And, I went there and tried to follow it, and I think I pulled it off, but I wasn't really quite sure at the time.
Well, I hear he's one of them guys that, 3 chords on the truth.
Yeah.
A little bit of history.
And the stories are compelling.
They're all.
There's always
all history of his life.
The history of his wife. I don't know his wife. Oh, sorry, his life. Yeah,
his stripe.
Yeah, his stock. What?
Stripe.
The stripe. What's stripe?
Stripes.
Stripes. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I got a stripe. Yeah, Johnny Cash did it. I got stripes.
I never heard of that.
On my shoulder.
Oh, a strap, a guitar strap, you mean?
Yeah.
Stripe, so it's not a stripe, it's a strap.
So, how many guitars have you been through?
Just one.
Do you remember your first guitar?
Yeah, I have it.
Do you remember your last one?
I have that one too. My first guitar was from my dad, Jack Chrisner, who played with all the old country guys, the Bakersfield guys.
Was that the 1930s?
1930 Martin, yeah.
1930 Martin, yeah. Of all the guitars that are made in a run, say, what is the best brand?
It's hard to tell. There is no best brand. It's like the individual has to name the brand, because it could be any kind. It could be some $20 cheaply made guitar in freaking who knows Wheresville that.
Well, you're a fan of the Kona.
that has your feel and your sound. If it has your feel and your sound, then that's all you really need. You know, it doesn't have to be a $10,000 Martin. Or, although Martin makes some nice, good sounding stuff, and so does Takamine. I like Takaminis. I like Fenders.
Would you?
But only one Fender, which is the guitar that Chuck Mantooth has that Rick Smith bought him a long time ago. It's called a Hurricane. No, a Twister. No, Cyclone. Fender Cyclone.
Fender Cyclone.
Yeah, it has a feel of like a, you know, like an SG neck.
Les Paul.
A Gibson, you know, SG or a Les Paul neck, but it's got the sound of the Fender. So it's like, man, where is that? I have to go find it because that's a fun guitar to play.
So if there was one thought you would like to leave with everybody thinking about,
keep on rocking in the free world. It's better to burn out than it is to rust.
That sounds so petty.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
That sounds petty.
It does. But, you know, it's better to burn out. That's a Neil Young, actually.
Oh.
Than it is to rust. Hey, hey,
Well,
my.
Yeah, I just,
And it's, you
it's
know, you
alright
gotta
if you're
just keep,
willing, that's
you just
alright.
gotta keep
That's
free falling.
okay,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? If you're just free falling and you're in the music space, that will take you through your entire life. That's all I got to say about that.